What kind of income do YouTubers actually make? It's a crucial question because, according to a recent study, becoming a YouTuber is currently among the most sought-after careers worldwide. In spite of this, some articles will claim that hardly anyone even makes a living off of YouTube. On the flip side, however, some people talk about how common people can make millions of dollars through their videos. What is the reality regarding how wealthy one can become through YouTube? In this video, we explain how YouTube's ad revenue operates, how much money you can make there, and all the other ways some YouTubers monetize their channels. You might even want to use some of the monetization techniques we discuss. For instance, it will be explained why a video with less than 1,000 views earned over $500, while one with 10,000 views earned much less. Let's investigate the reality of making money on YouTube. Here we look at two successful YouTubers, Graham Stephan and Lof, who each have millions of subscribers, able to maintain such disparate financial situations. One is a multimillionaire, the other has credit card debt. Of course, it's not just these two. There is a divide on YouTube, where some creators appear to lead opulent, glitzy lifestyles, while others discuss their struggles just to make ends meet. However, the truth is that viewers are not compensated equally when it comes to profiting from YouTube ad revenue, even though their spending habits are undoubtedly a factor in that as well. For the same number of views, some creators receive much higher payments. You see, YouTube doesn't charge for advertisements. There is no mention of receiving X dollars for every X views. Advertisers instead bid how much they are willing to pay to be in front of that content each time an ad appears on a video. Therefore, advertisers will pay significantly more for a specific type of videos. Let's return to Graham Stephan and Lof as our examples. Because Graham discusses investing in finance, his ad revenue is significantly higher, topics for which advertisers are willing to pay significantly more. This is usually the case because selling financial-related items typically has higher profit margins. Additionally, you are aware that anyone watching a finance video is very likely to be interested in what you have to offer. While Lof's channel used to be pranks and is now vlogs, advertisers don't want to pay a lot of money to be in front of those type of videos because they don't fully know who will be watching them and they don't really relate to specific goods or services. Therefore, the money is in the niches when it comes to YouTube ad revenue. Because certain types of videos are simply much more valuable to advertisers, they will generate much higher profits. Additionally, if you have your own channel, you can check the CPM, which indicates the amount advertisers are willing to pay for every 1,000 monetized views of a particular video to see which of your videos they are paying the most for. In this case, the CPM for a comedy sketch might be $2. Accordingly, the insurance video earns 20 times more money for every 1,000 views. Each would have about $2,000 and $40,000 after a million monetized views, respectively. That makes sense, despite the fact that it might seem a little unfair. Because it makes sense that an insurance company would be willing to spend a lot of money to be featured in a video about insurance, whereas not many businesses would spend a lot of money to be featured in a comedy sketch. However, keep in mind that each video is ranked separately. If you're in a niche where the CPM is typically low, you can still get a high CPM if your comedy sketch deals with money, business, law, real estate, investing, finance, or any other topic that advertisers are likely to pay more for. Because of this, YouTube considers things like the words you use in your video, as well as the title and tags. Let's take Lof as an example. He claimed that one of his successful videos ever was the one in which he spoke with the day trader. He now has interviews with much higher viewership, but because day trading and investing have such high CPMs, he made a lot more money with that video. So, if you really wanted to, you could create content on purpose around subjects that are thought to be more lucrative. Advertisers pay more depending on who will see their ads, in addition to paying more for specific topics and keywords. For instance, most advertisers will pay significantly more for views from people in first world nations, especially America and the UK, simply because they know people in these nations typically have a higher amount of disposable income to spend on their goods and services. After all, advertising a $500 product in nations where the average person cannot afford it is somewhat pointless. In fact, advertisers can target their ads based on a plethora of different factors, including things like interests and estimated household income, thanks to the extensive data Google has on the majority of people. Therefore, a YouTuber's income depends not only on the subject of their video, but also on who is watching it and how much advertisers are willing to pay to reach that audience. The CPM will increase as a result of advertisers bidding more to have their ads appear in front of specific audiences and topics, which will result in higher earnings for the creator. And so it is clear why a website like Social Blade, which attempts to calculate the earnings of YouTubers, will never be accurate. As you can see, they estimate that the CPM will be between 25 cents and $4, which is remarkably low for many channels. Social Blade is unable to provide you with a reliable estimate of ad revenue because, even if it falls within that range, there's a significant difference between 25 cents and $4. But wait, because this represents just the very beginning of monetization. Ad revenue should never be your primary source of income if you want to use YouTube to support yourself full-time. There are better ways to increase your income because it's too unpredictable and quite frankly. Remember this, attention equals money. There are a ton of other ways you can make money if you have people's attention, people who are watching your videos and enjoying your content. For instance, did you know that 9-year-old Ryan Kaji is one of the wealthiest YouTubers in the world? Some estimate his income to be around $30 million per year. Ads are not to blame though. It's because he has established additional revenue streams through his channel. The appeal is that anyone can perform this, even for a tiny audience. Let's begin with method 1, affiliate marketing. You can begin making money with affiliate marketing even if your channel has no subscribers. Here, you collaborate with companies whose goods or services your audience might find appealing and promote them in your videos. You'll receive a special affiliate link that you can use in the description, and for each purchase made using your link, you'll receive a portion of your proceeds. You won't have to deal with any of the product's production, management, shipping, or customer service issues. Just make sure it's a fantastic product you truly believe your audience will enjoy, and you can then promote it and earn commission on all subsequent sales made through your link, even ones that happen months or years down the road. If there is a specific product you want to promote, try contacting the company directly instead of using affiliate marketplaces like ClickBank. YouTubers' earnings from this can differ greatly. Since they receive a very small percentage of the sale, if they're using a program like the Amazon Affiliates program, it won't be much, maybe a few $100s at most. However, since the company doesn't incur any costs to produce more copies, when promoting something like a digital course or a piece of software, it's likely that they will receive 50% or even more of the sale. There are affiliate agreements where YouTubers can earn several $100s for each sale. Sponsorships are the second way YouTubers make money from their channel. In this scenario, you receive a set sum up front in exchange for promoting a good or service in your video rather than a percentage of the sale. Once more, don't think that sponsors are only for the big channels. Some small channels received sponsorship requests not long after reaching 1,000 subscribers because it's not just about how many subscribers you have, but also about how well the sponsored products fits your audience. Naturally, there are some brands that seem to dominate sponsorships on YouTube, and that you probably heard many creators promote, but keep in mind that you can approach any businesses directly and try to make sponsorship deals. To avoid diluting the impact of your recommendations, I would only advise promoting sponsors you genuinely believe will benefit your audience. As opposed to this, working with sponsors you know will be beneficial for your audience will result in better results for the sponsor, more money for you, and more credibility. Everyone wins. Given that each of his videos received millions of views, someone like Mr. Beast will have no trouble securing sponsorship deals worth 6 figures. However, if you have a highly engaged audience and a sponsor who is a great fit, you can still get sponsors for around $1,000 even at around 10,000 subscribers. Never undersell yourself. Always demand more cash up front so you'll have wiggle room for bargaining. Let's now discuss item 3, Patreon, and fan crowdfunding. In exchange for extra behind-the-scenes videos or early access to content, many of your channel's fans who like it will be willing to donate money to support you. While Patreon appears to be used more frequently by creators, YouTube does have a built-in program for channel memberships and paid super chats on live streams. Let's do the math though. If fans donated just $5 per month to gain access to some additional bonus material, that would amount to $5,000 per month recurring revenue if 1,000 people joined. So you can see how popular large-scale channels can significantly raise their income by providing this sort of thing. But right now, we need to discuss step 4, which is to sell a product. Now, the majority of YouTubers choose to sell merchandise when it comes to selling goods through their YouTube channels. When you have a small audience, slapping your brand name on some random t-shirt or mug is probably not going to generate much revenue, unlike for large channels like PewDiePie. There have been some people who have success with limited edition merchandise campaigns, but what if you considered marketing a product that was specifically helpful to your target market? Developing a digital course is a very lucrative option, because some of your audience may be willing to pay to learn more from you if they enjoy your free YouTube content. This holds true for the majority of niches, including fitness, dating, and business. If you share knowledge on your channel, there's a good chance that people will pay for a full system where you can go into greater detail about the subject. Your income can really soar once you start selling your own products on YouTube, because you've made the switch from being a simple YouTuber to running a YouTube business. This is how you can genuinely become a YouTube millionaire. So pay attention. Stop considering running a YouTube channel as a side hustle or a job. Consider it as a business instead. Since it becomes more than just a YouTube channel once you incorporate all the various revenue sources that were discussed, the YouTube videos turn into cost-free advertising for the goods and services you're offering. And that's where the big money is really at. To be clear, this in no way suggests that your videos should start to feel like advertisements in which you spend the majority of the time trying to sell people products. However, if you look at the creators who are making a lot of money, the majority of that income is not coming from YouTube. Rather, it is coming from how well their videos have been utilized for exposure. If all of this is beginning to seem a little overwhelming, keep in mind that the very best channels almost always have a team supporting them. They don't handle everything on their own. They have a video editor, a thumbnail designer, and other people to help them run the channel and business so they can scale much more quickly. This is how they are able to regularly release large amounts of high-quality content. Because the more sales you generate, the more you can expand your team and spend on producing even more content, which in turn generates even more sales, repeating the cycle, and increasing your income. Consider YouTube as a business once more. Don't rely solely on advertising. Instead, have a variety of income sources, particularly a related product or service that you can market. Reinvest that money in developing a team so you can expand. There was a mention of a video with less than 1,000 views that made several $100s in the introduction. That should now make more sense after watching the remaining portions of this video. Let's dissect it. Number 1. There was an affiliate link, and every sale would earn $100. Number 2. A link to the sales page for their own digital goods was also included, and they could track which sales came from which particular video. Number 3. Some videos would have high CPM because of the topic. If the video is a success, each 1,000 monetized views would be worth this much. As a result, if it received 100,000 monetized views, it would earn this much from just the ads. But keep in mind that not all views are paid for. You can see how this proves that you don't need millions of views to succeed on YouTube. The proper strategy is required. Thus, even if they receive comparable numbers of views, some creators can make significantly more money than others because there are so many different ways to monetize content. That concludes for today's video. I'll be interested in hearing your thoughts, so feel free to leave them in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the thumbs up button. For updates on our future content, don't forget to click the notification bell and subscribe buttons. This is YTPioneers once more. Until the next video, take care!